Hello, how are you guys? For me, I'm super happy to have you here and talk to you. So please welcome Bill.
I'm meeting you today. So this is my privilege.
So thank you, really. I'm just a 23 years old Chinese student. And you are the manager of the big tech company. And also we have the top manager in the retailing company. Today, welcome Toto.
Yeah, hi, Corinne. You look really nice today, and I'm sure you are really looking forward to the interview. Thank you for inviting me to join, and I'm glad to meet so many experienced managers. I hope we can learn from each other today. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, that's so cool. And we also have more than 10 years experience in managing in the university. Welcome, Canberra.
Thank you, Karen. Happy to talk to you.
Okay, so let's get started. It is such privilege to talk to you today. First things, I have been student for a long time. So right now, I really want to learn something about the real business. So something about the leadership. So without further ado, can I ask Bill? Congratulations, you have the new land up, and I know there is so many features and that is getting the success in the market. So by creating the new things every year, they must be a very stressful for you guys. So could you give me an example to describe what the issues or pressures you have and how this look like?
Okay, I have a good say in this. Developing IT companies necessary needs to expand its teams, and IT is difficult to recruit high quality employees. It is not cheap for our industries to train our employees who is familiar with network securities. At the same time, if there is any trouble for my team members, I will solve it eventually. By the way, there is also pressure for the management. I have to finish the tests assigned by my supervisors on time. Their pressures comes from the market, and consumers doesn't want me to work less.
Yes. So how about you, Toto? Have you ever made a similar situation? How do you fix that? You know, you are from China, so absolutely you have heard about or you have experienced about the long standing working time. So as a manager, what do you normally do? How do you balance your work life issues?
Yeah, thank you, Karen. First, I'm so sorry. You are under so much pressure, Bill. Actually, I have a similar experience. As a manager, I have to pay more attention to my job than employees. Because any mistake on my team will be my responsibility. When I first be a manager, I was troubled by the Bears' problems and struggle for a while. But I get some tips to solve them from my boss, helping me to manage the issue better. I want to share with you guys. First, I will make a task list every day and prioritize each task, and I will focus on the high value activities and minimize the uh, interruptions such as irrelevant message from the Facebook and the WeChat. During the week, I will avoid social activities that are not related to my work to save my time. At the end of this, I will reflect on the completion of the day and give myself some advice for the next days. I hope you can try my methods and maybe you will get something amazing in your work in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So if we label the 2020 or 2021, the COVID-19 should at the top of the ranking. So I know at the beginning of the pandemic, attracting the world, everything has been changed dramatically. So does the COVID-19 change your work and life a lot? How do you manage your team properly?
You know, we are doing online courses now, so one of the most prominent benefits of online courses is flexibility, but it also creates a series of problems for me to manage my team. It becomes hard to implement performance management practices, and the connection between team members is loose. To address this problem, I schedule a weekly meeting to allow my team members share their experience and help with each other. It is not a formal and serious meeting or clock in, so they don't consider it as a task or a burden.
Oh, fantastic. That is a new working style. For me, I wanted to choose the 80% at home. So right now I'm so much familiar with the working from home. So working is getting so hard under the COVID-19. So the managing and the leading people also need to change. So your job is putting different people together. So managing or leading them go for the same target. So what do you think is the hardest things when you're giving or receiving the advice? Because people always want to improve or develop in many times.
Usually, my subordinates will not refuse my suggestions unless the test in the unreasonable. Most troubling of all is the clashes of values. I might start by trying to convince people how important to work is to the teams. Impersonally, if his or her values doesn't match the direction of our companies, it may be not necessary to give advice, and we will optimize the employees in the next projective. Because we are in the high competitive industry, so have to choose the right and great employees to qualify for each position. I will accept any advice is good for the team and companies, and here the most important thing is not to get emotional. We will work to solve problems, right?
Yes, thank you, Bill. So for Kangra, when you are trying to give or receiving, what you are thinking is which part is most important and most efficient or effective way in your daily job?
For me, the most effective way of giving and receiving advice is to build a two-way communication and avoid misunderstandings or instruction giving. Determining the right time is also crucial for others to adopt your advice. For example, when employees are in the mood, they are more likely to adopt your advice. The dialogue is successful when people is learning something useful from it, or it arousing their reflections. You know, sometimes people seem to reject it for face saving, so we better let them discover the most suitable way by themselves to adopt the nature of the advice. Therefore, I can tell the change from their behaviors. However, people sometimes reject your advice from their heart. It is really hard to manage them.
Yes, I think emotional control is definitely very important in the career life. So emotion wave able to affect others and maybe influence your working efficiency. So as a manager or as a leader, what will you normally do to motivate or encourage people?
Yeah. In fact, it's common for Chinese companies to reward the employees with money and promotion. It's the same in my companies. Because it is the most directly and convenient way to motivate the employees. However, we have encountered some difficulties, such as the employees taking advantage of the loopholes in the system to get bonus, and causing a negative workplace environment that nobody wants to share with others. This has a greatly negative impact on our company's development and talent cultivation. We have been trying to change these things, but nothing has happened. I really hope I can gain some useful methods through our discussion to help my company to grow fast. And thank you.
I can get you total. Maybe you should try to use intrinsic motivations. In our education sector, people appreciate intrinsic motivations much more than extrinsic motivations. All eligible educators have a strong sense of responsibility and achievements for delivering knowledge and cultivate talents. Therefore, I always reinforce their purpose of being an educator and offer higher autonomy for them to teach students in accordance of their aptitude. Whenever possible, I will provide opportunities for them to engage in advanced studies or meet the people with higher academic achievements. A title of prominent lecturer is more valuable than even $10,000 for them.
Yes. So as you said, the motivation aims for the collaboration. A good collaboration is put different people together properly. So they have different skills that they look at the world differently. Moreover, we have to properly manage them or lead them to finally hit the selling target or to focusing on the common purpose to design the incredible product or to build up a high quality teaching team. Giving or receiving feedback, it will provide a magnetic field that it takes to keep most of people keep moving forward. So after today's talking, I found really I was thinking because at the end of the day, just realized money doesn't matter. The wealth doesn't matter. So the most important thing is the happiness from helping other employees in many different ways. Overall, no matter how many challenge or how many difficulties you have, you always have the solutions. 1 + 1 has always been more than 2 at the teamwork. So this is a great opportunity to meet you guys here. It is my pleasure. Thank you so much and good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.